Hey, what's up? It's me, Slackcow. I'm finally releasing a version of the end fight mod for Legacy Fabric. So, oh yeah, to be clear, this is for Legacy Fabric, not for Forge, and that's because Legacy Fabric is way closer to vanilla than Forge, for various reasons. So, I finally updated the mod and added a ton of features, so I thought I'd do an overview of all that in the video. So, starting out, there's a new button in your options screen. I replaced the broadcast settings button because that doesn't work anymore. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, no one uses it, so I figured it wouldn't be missed. So now it's replaced with this end fight settings button. So you click this, and you're able to modify all your settings. And I'm going to go through each of these. You have some basic ones you might recognize, like your inventory, which you can adjust easier now. I mean, you can still do the old commands. You can still say get inv and set inv, right? So I just ate a piece of chicken there, for example. If I do set inv, oh, wait, sorry. It perms. If I do set inv, then this is now the inventory. If I look in here, that should be updated. You can see now it's 4 chicken before it was 3. And if I clear my inventory and do get inv, I get that. Okay, but now into the actual most important part of the mod, and that's resetting. So doing /reset will take you straight into the end, where you can do a fight, and it will load you whatever inventory you're on. So before it would just do whatever end island. Ow. Sorry, that's really loud. Before it would do whatever end island was on your save, like basically whatever end island would generate for the world, but now it actually generates completely different end islands. So you see the seed of this one is this, but now if I do reset, I get a completely unique end island. So see, now I'm encased. I wasn't encased before. If I reset again, you'll see now it's open, and this is a different seed. You can see, you can get the thing with the seed command. Like that's still vanilla. So that's a pretty nice feature. I'm sure people will appreciate that, being able to actually do a random end island instead of the same one every time. Now on to the other features. You may notice that health in the boss bar is up there. That's toggleable. That's in here, I believe, specific health bar. I'm actually going to show up another command here for a sec, just so I don't get bothered. There's /kill dragon. Just instantly kills the dragon. It doesn't spawn the portal, but you can just do /reset to, leave. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a common question I see. In order to list all the commands this mod adds, you do /reset space options. And it just gives you all the usages. So these are all the commands that it adds. Some of these are more technical, like /roll basically just means the dragon will re-roll its target, like, because the dragon will fly from place to place. It basically moves the place to be exactly where the dragon is, so then it just finds another. It's kind of complicated. If you don't know what that means, then it's not for you. It doesn't really matter. What you may want is /charge, /good charge. These were shown off in my previous videos. I don't want to go over them too much, but basically they force the dragon to charge you. That would have been helpful if the dragon was actually still here. So I'm going to go over some of the other options. I might show those later. So Deathbox visibility. Oh, this is cool. I need the dragon for that too. Okay, so show damage alerts. That'll tell you whenever the dragon takes damage. So you'll notice I hit the dragon earlier. It printed out. That's now toggleable. Before that was just always on. There was the specific health bar. You can turn that off or on. Arrow help. This is cool. So this will tell you, or it will show an indicator of whether or not you're aiming correctly at an end crystal. You see, it doesn't work every time. That's because arrows actually have like a random factor to them. They're not consistent, unfortunately. So it's hard to make it consistent, but usually The right range is like if it's like just above where it turns from red to green. So usually there, and if you see other crystals in the background turn green, that's just a quirk of how I do this. That doesn't happen all the time. Like not every crystal turn green. Like you'll notice here, that one in the background turns green, and this one, when the one I'm aiming at does, but this one doesn't. It's like all the ones that are further away from the one you're aiming at turn green. It's a little complicated as to why that happens, but that's actually a good indicator. That means your arrow is way more likely to hit. But yeah, so that's really good for target practice. Another thing for target practice, you can do /god space crystal. And now the crystals are in God mode, which means after they get destroyed, they actually don't get destroyed, they just stay. So you can practice taking them out. And then not, like, this is more so, it's just for target practice. You may not use this. It also puts a chat message. This is for, like, longer range crystals. Sometimes you can't see the explosion particles, so it's hard to tell if they actually blow up. That message only shows up, like, see, look, it blew up, but you couldn't see in the video because it was too far away for the explosion particles to show up. So that only happens if you have God mode on, because otherwise you can just see if the crystal's still there or not. It also does work with hitboxes on, so that's nice. So yeah, so that's really cool. So now it's much easier to do target practice. Let's see, Enderman, you have 3 options here. You can have them off, which you may notice doesn't despawn them instantly, but the new ones won't spawn. So you just do reset, they won't be there. There's also no aggro. So if I have this on, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Enderman won't get mad at you. Enderman will actually get mad at you if you're like right above them for some reason. If you do this, basically I'm changing the Enderman so that they think that you're always looking down, like straight down. So as long as you're not directly above any Enderman, you should be fine. Like even if you walk into them, you're fine, as long as you're not above their heads. So that should be fine most of the time, but you might have a few edge cases. Even then, you have to be there like for a few like ticks, so you might look out anyway. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's /heal. That's pretty self-explanatory. There's /god mode for just yourself. That exists. Let's see. There's God dragon. That turns so the dragon doesn't take any damage. That's replacing an old feature where when you could force the dragon to charge, you could say what health. Now you can just basically make the dragon invincible. And by the way, dragon invincibility is actually a little weird. I'll explain that in a bit. But oh yeah, so let's talk about the other features. So there's inventory. This is adjustable. Let's see, Enderman. Arrow help, health bar. Alright, I explained all these. Oh yeah, so this is how you adjust. So the islands don't have to be random. You can tell it to match world, which will basically be the old behavior. Or you can even set a custom one. So if you have a good seed, like that's open or something, you can have a seed. By default, it just puts in what seed you're here. So I basically just saved this end island. And now I can run this end island later. Why is this guy mad? Okay, I don't know what that's about. But now if I do reset, I should be at the same end island. Like, wait, let's search seed. So, oh yeah, and there's the dragon. Ah! Okay, so then the 3 dots. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can see it's the same seed. Okay. Let me just remove that real quick. Just set it back to random. So that, yeah, that's that. We got key bindings. This is a nice feature. I probably should have given it a better name. Let me just turn on God mode for myself so the dragon doesn't kill me. Under key bindings, you can add a new key binding, and say you want something like, I don't know, to toggle God mode for you, right? Or actually, let's do the dragon's health. So, I'm just gonna call this dragon health. and then I hit edit, and I have to put a command here. So I'm gonna put /dragon health 200. So that's gonna put the dragon at max health, and I'm gonna just put some key here, and this is independent of regular keys. Gonna go back, and now if I hit C, it sets the dragon to max health. I mean, it's at max health right now, which I can change, and then change back. So now, so that's really nice. So you could set a keybind to do like reset, God mode, literally any command. It doesn't have to be an end fight command. It could be like /kill or whatever. It could be any command. So that's a nice little quality of life feature there. So okay, yeah. I mean, this is, you just add new ones here. Okay, I'm not gonna explain that many too much, but so then the 3 dots here bring you into a more debug mode kind of thing. This is like the more advanced options. So this button's literally useless. I just added a symmetry. This will change what game mode you start in when you do /reset. I mean, I imagine most people are just gonna leave this on survival. This is a more experimental thing. Doesn't really work at the moment, but it might in the future. This is for chaos tech. It's to detect if you got it or not. There's also debug messages. This will tell you what the dragon targeted every time it targets something new. If it targeted a block or a player. And then see target block will show you what block the dragon is targeting. That's actually how it works. Like the game will move it around a lot just randomly. Like see, now it's by here, and then when the dragon reaches within 10 blocks, it's kind of fun to just watch the dragon essentially play Snake. But yeah. So that's these features are more for people who are trying to investigate the dragon mechanics. Oh yeah, this is to show settings on reset. So you may have noticed earlier, it gives you like, it tells you on reset what you have on. It'll also warn you if you're like in God mode. It'll also say if Dragon God mode or Crystal God mode is on. Those are all independent of each other. Oh yeah, you also get a resistance effect with God mode. This is to fix like some annoying issue where basically if you fall, if you take a lethal amount of damage, like say you fall from like 50 blocks up, then it would still kill you, but like in a weird way. It was just like all your items would fall out of your inventory. I couldn't figure out how to fix it, so I decided to just give you resistance for now, at least, which is a little annoying, but I mean, you can also just play in creative instead of God mode. That might change in the future if I figure out another workaround. Oh yeah, I wanted to explain this death box visibility. So if I turn it on with hitboxes, that means when I have hitboxes on, you see this extra little red box. And that red box is nice. That shows you if you're within that range, you get launched. That's actually the main reason why God mode exists, because you still get launched with it. So see, the dragon will hurt you if you're within that range. If you dodge that box, though, you're fine. So this is sort of to teach you to dodge that range. So notice it's a box, which means like if the dragon's coming at you diagonally, it's a little harder to dodge because you have to dodge the corners. But if it's coming at you like from a straight angle, it's pretty easy to dodge. Well, it's a hitbox, right? Like it's the same with ghasts and stuff like that. So that's really useful information right there. Yeah, okay. This is already long video. I apologize. I guess I'll briefly go over this. You can have multiple profiles. So if I wanted to add a new profile, like, I don't know, specifically for target practice. I mean, practice is kind of the entire mod, but whatever. then I can modify the inventory. I can, I can set specific key bindings, whatever, and then I can go into this menu to select it. So that changes what profile I'm on. And then I can go back. And now I'm back on default. So that's a little complicated, but it's a system I made basically so you can just have multiple profiles you switch between. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the extent of the mod. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any like commands. Options. So yeah, these are the commands again. Charge, dragon health. Let's see. If you just do dragon health with nothing, it'll just tell you what the health is. So that's an alternative to the boss bar, I guess. It's a little obsolete now though because of that. Get in, explained. God mode, it's crystal, dragon, or nothing, depending on what you want to toggle. Good charge, you can give it a distance and a height, which will modify. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't really do good charge. So charge will make it charge you. Good charge will teleport it and then make it charge you. It'll teleport it based on your looking direction. If I do good charge and then distance, height, the space. See, I did 0, 100, so that made it charge me. I mean, this isn't ideal, obviously, for doing a bit explosion, but that's how that works. There's kill crystals, that was in the old version, and kill dragon. Reset outer options, so options list the commands. Out is so if you don't want to reset like just directly into the end, you instead reset back into the overworld. So this is just if you want to go back, not be in the end anymore for whatever reason. I think that's pretty much it. I think I covered it all. I apologize for the rambling nature of this video. I really tried to do it as fast as possible, but there's just so much content now. I mean, yeah, if I forget anything or there's more information, I'm probably going to leave a comment or something pinned. But that is the extent of it. Yeah, I mean, thanks for watching. And thank you for everyone who's been supportive of the development of this mod. It's been very nice. Okay.